So let's run our application to test if we can remove items from our basket. And also I'm going to open my Firestore here so we can see what's going on there. So we have only one item, one basket and 3 items inside. So let's delete our scooter here. I can see the delete appears. If I click, it gets removed from here. And then it refreshes our basket. And you can see 2 items are left. And our total also is being refreshed. Let's remove the rest. And 1. And now if I remove, my checkout button should be disabled, which happens, it's disabled. And if I click, nothing happens, and our items in our basket is 0 and the total is also 0. So that the 2 functions we wrote to logic is working. The next thing we are going to do is whenever we add something to our let's see what we have here, hobbies. Yeah, let's choose the bike and add this to our basket. So now what I want to do the next, when we click on the item here, I want to move to our item view, the same like here, so that our user can see what's that item is about. So let's go to our code, and underneath our committing editing style, we are going to write another function, which is did select row at index path. This function is called every time our user clicks on a specific row. So I will say did select, and pay attention, there is also a similar function did deselect, which being called every time we deselect the row. We need the one that did select the row at index path. And what we want to do, the first thing is to deselect our row, because right now when I click, it stays selected. So we say table view dot deselect row at index path, and we pass our index path, animated, we say true. And then we want to show this item in our item view. So let's write a function that is going to be taking care of this task. Let's go up and let's do this. Where are helper functions? Yeah, we can do it here. So I will say mark navigation, and I'm going to write private func show item view, and I'm going to pass with item, which is a type of item. Okay, and in this function we are going to instantiate the view, item view. It's basically the same thing that we are doing in our items view controller. If I go to my where is it, did select row for index path, and then we call this show item view function. Let's jump to this. This is exactly the same code we are going to do. So actually I can copy this, go to my basket view, I can paste it here. Let's just go over one more time. So we are instantiating the item view controller from our storyboard. Then I am accessing the item VC, which we have just instantiated, and pass my item here. The only thing we're going to be different is the variable name that we're passing here is going to be the with item. And then we just ask our navigation controller to show to push the view controller into the stack. And now we need to call this function. So let's scroll down. I'm calling the function here and passing our item, and our item is going to be our items. Let's go all items index path dot row, and let's run one more time to quickly check if this function is working as well. So I go to my basket, wait until it's loading, and then I open, and the bike is here. This one doesn't have any pictures, so that's why we have only the placeholder here.